We have 2 kids. We have Max, who's 10, and we have Callie, who's 19. Max was born without any eyes. He also has partial mosaic trisomy tetrasomy 18. He also was born with choanal atresia, so the bony part in the skull and inside of his nose was not formed correctly, and that took about 14 surgeries to repair. When Max was first born, they did say he's most likely not going to survive. Take him home and make him comfortable. So that's what we decided to do. And I quit my job to stay home. And Max miraculously stayed stable. It was a lot of hospital trips. Max didn't sleep through the night until he was almost 7 years old. He went through, 6 or 7 months where he took 2 4-hour naps in a 24-hour period.
Many days, you just drive home, you start just crying for no reason. It still happens. We don't have a lot of people around here to help with Max, so it's hard to find. You can't ask a kid down the street to come up and watch Max. Even for an hour or two, they're just uncomfortable. They don't know him well enough. Max has a lot of specific needs that need to be met. And his personality is different, and you have to know how to kind of push those right buttons with him.
We found out about Jill's house through a coworker of mine who volunteered there. And she kept saying, Jenny, you've got to go see it. You've got to go see it. And I kept saying, I'm not going to go see it because there's no way that anybody's going to be able to care for this child. We have never left him. He was 6.5 years old, I think, when he started at Jill's house, maybe close to 7. And we have never left him, ever. And that was super hard for me in particular, I think, but hard for us to leave him there. So we went, did the interview, and as soon as we walked in, we were sold. I was just amazed at what it was. And just the overall positive feeling. And I thought, this is it. We are going to get a break. We are going to have a chance to sleep. We are going to have a chance to go hiking again, because that's what we did when we met each other and when we were first married. That's the biggest thing that we enjoyed doing together, was taking our dogs and going hiking. So when we dropped him off at Jill's house for the first weekend, Callie was with us, and I said, I want to go to a restaurant. I want to go eat. So we went to a restaurant just down the street. I don't remember even what restaurant it was, but it's not far from Jill's house, just somewhere off Route 7. And I sat and sobbed. I couldn't even order. All I could do was sit there and cry.
It was so weird being without him.
And Callie was mortified.
Outside the house.
Could you stop crying in a restaurant, Mom? But it meant a break for us. And it did give Max an opportunity to try to develop some social skills. It was a true gift to him.
I think it took us a while to get through the initial process of checking in, because there's so many things we had to tell him. We thought we had to tell him, this is how you feed him. This is how the toy he wants played in a very specific way. There's so many nuances to him that we were so afraid it was going to fail. Because as well tensions as Jill's house was, who knows your kids better than you do? And we're like, we're going to get that call. Come pick him up. And we just looked at our phones the whole weekend.
Right.
Okay, waiting for the call, waiting for the call, waiting for the call. And it never came. Max's favorite thing at Jill's house was 2 things. It's swimming, because he loves to swim, and he loves to play the piano. But I think he likes the staff the most. I know that he talks about specific staff members there, that he enjoys everybody, but he does have a couple favorites there. He loves the concept of going there. Everyone, it's a Friday afternoon after school, comes home, right off the bus, going to Jill's house. He goes in gleaming. He knows he's going to have a good time because he gets the swimming pool, he gets his favorite people, and he gets his piano, and he gets the gym, and he gets the bicycles outside.
The break really is in knowing that we're going to have a break, if that makes sense. Just knowing that there is going to be a weekend coming up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And there is going to be a weekend where we can sleep.
Sleep until past 6 o'clock in the morning.
Or just sleep through the night, that's a gift in itself. Where we can pick something that we want to do and go do it. whether it's doing something with our other child, whether it's going for a hike, going to a museum, it's just knowing. It's the opportunity of knowing that we are at some point, we are going to get a break. And so when Max is in the midst of a tantrum and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're super tired and you just sit and cry, knowing that there will be a Jill's House weekend soon. And that in itself, I think, is probably the biggest gift to us.